Welcome to 3 Expert Tips with Anette, Talie, where top experts in the real estate world give you tips and tricks to grow your business. Here's your host, Anette, Talie.
So now we come to the part of the show where you guys are going to give me 3 tips.
Good. Well, we've touched on is number one, and these are all around the acquisition, is know your numbers and know your market. A big opportunity we identified on this project, and probably the one which got us or made us dig deeper to begin with, was utility costs. So we've mentioned that utility conservation is a part of our CapEx plan. Well, because we know the market, we know that the average utility costs per unit for this property was about 50 to 60% above the market. So we just, knowing our numbers, we looked at it and thought, there's an opportunity. So you need to be familiar with the market. The second thing is, again, be confident and know your numbers. So when we had the listing come through at 9 million, we did our numbers and we got to, I think originally we were at about 8.3 million. And I just spoke to the broker and said, you want 9, we can't get there. Like we're at 8.3. And I said that was contingent on more information because, like I said, it was self-managed. So we had to, verify a lot of the financial information that was being reported. And they kept, broker try to, I'd say, wrestle us up a bit. And we just stuck with our numbers. And as the information came through, we reduced our price and said, if you want to sell it to us, we're now at 8 million. You don't have to sell it to us, sell it to anyone else. But that's where we're at. So number 2 is stick to your number. It could have been so easy to get a deal, and even at that 8.3 number, we could have got a deal. And like I keep saying to everyone, is getting a deal is not difficult. All you got to do is overpay. Like anyone can get a deal, but to get the deal that makes sense for you is you must stick to your numbers. And then the third, which we had mentioned earlier, is take your time and don't worry about walking away. This deal, I think, realistically, we walked away from it probably 4 times and said, this is it, and then we'd come back and this is it. And we'd come back. But, eventually we drew a pretty hard line in the sand and just said, we're done. And luckily enough, that same broker actually had another listing that was of interest to us. So we started pursuing that listing. And then I think he finally realized, like, hang on, these guys, they're really done. And then, that second listing didn't work out. So that's when they came back to us and said, okay, you guys actually are still looking for other deals. Let's get this one done. So, know your numbers in your market, stick to your numbers of your deal, and don't be afraid to walk away. And
I think that's so important because sometimes you are so willing to get that deal that you don't stick to your numbers, right? And then you put yourself in a bad position where then you get it and the numbers don't work. And,
worse, you put your investors in a bad position.
Especially in syndications, when you have other people's money, you're risking other people's money. So that's so important. And I agree with you. Stick to your numbers. I mean, for me that I invest my own money, sometimes I'm also like, oh, what if we do a little bit more? It's like, no. It doesn't work there. So you have to stick to your numbers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today and adding so much value.
You're very welcome. And if anyone wants to reach out to us, feel free to go to our website, tridentmultifamily.com, or you can email us at info at tridentmultifamily.com. We'd be happy to help. Love talking real estate.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
This
guys.
was 3 Expert Tips with Anette Talie, brought to you by Talie Investments. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. Our goal is to provide amazing value to your real estate journey. Connect online at www.talieinvestments.com, where you can find this episode and more. Did you like this episode? Subscribe, like, and share.